Top of the morning to you lads, and welcome back to another video, guys. So a lot of my car guys and any car guy in general watching this knows about the new California's modified exhaust law. So if you guys don't know about the law, basically any modified or excessively loud exhaust is not permitted in California. So what I mean by not permitted in California, it is no longer a fix-it ticket. So when back in the day, I guess 2018, back in the day, if you get pulled over with a loud exhaust, it's a fix-it ticket. You just go, to the muffler shop, go ahead and get it fixed, or if you know a police officer, you can go ahead and get it written off, and you're done. You're back on the road again. No, not anymore. California is sticking another fist up the bottoms of us car guys. So with this new law, like I said, no modified exhaust can be applied to your car. So that means no resonator deletes. I have a resonator delete. No off-road basically no off-road downpipes, no catless downpipes, no turbo back exhausts, no muffler deletes, no anything modified. So anything that's not stock from the factory cannot be applied to your car. That being said, it sucks. This is not just for cars too. This is for motorcycles too as well. I'll get into motorcycles in a second. But what that means for us car guys, even if your car is loud from the factory, which we all claim it is, but sometimes it isn't, but for the people who it is, it sucks because then you have to go to this bureau of something, I forgot what it's called, the bar, and yeah, you have to go to the bar, and they'll, like, once you pay your $1,000 fine, which is already excessive as it is, you have to pay a $1,000 fine. You have to go to the BAR, and once you go to the BAR, they determine which if your car is safe enough to go through to drive in California and to be registered in California. So they would pop your hood. They would check everything, like your engine modifications, your exhaust modifications, anything you've done. So with that being said, you're paying $1,000, and even if you just have like me, a resonator delete, and you somehow get pulled over, you're paying $1,000. You have to go see the BAR. Then you have to, if they say it's unsafe to drive on the road, then you still have to go to whatever muffler shop you have, or unless if you're smart and you kept all your stock parts, you have to put all your stock parts back on, which is sucky because you have to still go to the muffler shop, put everything back on, all your stock components, go back to the BAR so they can check it over one more time to make sure that it is safe to register in California. It's really, really, really stupid, for one, because like I said, cars who come from the factory loud, like you got your Challengers, Chargers, Camaros, you got some Mustangs, sports cars nowadays, you got your Corvettes that are loud from the factory. Like, what's gonna be next? I mean, they're gonna have the new GT 500, which is 700 plus horsepower, gonna sound like a 3.7. It's gonna be really, really ridiculous on how a lot of these car companies are going to be making their cars and exhausts and everything. What are they going to do? Put like a bunch of packing in the exhaust and add an extra resonator, and it's just going to be ridiculous. And I mean, there's actually I'm going to mention this in the end of the video, so I'm not going to mention it right now. But it's going to be a really pain in the ass for us car guys who have modified exhausts, who don't go out and do all kinds of stupid stuff out in the streets. There was a video I watched actually today in making this video, and one police officer said it's because of the streetcar takeovers, the sideshows, the street racing. There's been fatalities, this and that. And I mean, I live in the Central Valley, which is right in the ass crack of California. So you got Northern California, you got Southern California, and then you have us right here in our own little bubble. Yeah, granted, we do some stupid stuff with our modified exhausts. Like my neighbors, they have, Rice rockets, and they kind of cruise up and down the street, which I don't mind. I mean, me being a car guy, I really don't mind. But you have people out up north and up down south who are killing it for the people who actually don't do stuff like that, who actually just, you know, have a modified car to have a modified car. Yeah, granted, maybe they do go racing or whatever, but they're not taking over streets and, you know, putting people in harm. With that being said, there's actually a few channels that promote stuff like that, like that are out in Southern California. I'm not gonna drop any names because I don't want to start anything. I don't want to bring hate. I just think that if you know this is going on, I feel like as a car community we need to like kind of band together and make something happen about this, because this is kind of ridiculous. I mean, California itself has just been going downhill every year every year actually since now till then. But about the Harleys, so if you guys any Harley guys who you know, follow me, or even if you guys are just watching this video, you guys know that Harleys and most sport bikes come from the factory pretty loud. Like the decibel limit for cars and for motorcycles is 95 decibels. I'm gonna try and put on the screen. If I can't, I'll find it later, of the decibel like levels. And I know for sure Harleys themselves just on idle are almost higher than 95, because when I'm next to a Harley in my car, I have my music going and I can still hear it. It's like right in my ear. But yeah, I know there's like a lot of parts that can't be made in California possibly for bikes and for cars because of these restrictions here in California. And it's just getting ridiculous. I'm gonna put a link of this petition that's being put around, and it's gonna be obviously put around, and hopefully you guys sign it so we can reverse this little law, legislature, whatever this is. Because I know my car's not the loudest car in the world, but I mean, if I'm just going to the grocery store and I get pulled over for having a loud exhaust, it's, you know, it's gonna be really, really bad, because that means I have to do all kinds of other stuff and figure out what I'm gonna do to get my car unmodified, even though my car is relatively stock. But I know a lot of my friends and on Instagram really wanted me to make this video for you guys. If you guys have modified exhaust, guys, just be careful out there. I mean, it's gonna be a wild ride until this petition gets signed off. I'm hoping it does. Like I said, link down below of the petition that's going to be put around. I guess I'm going to have to move back to Arizona so I can have my modified exhaust. But with that being said, guys, please, you know, share this video, subscribe. I don't really care. But you guys liked the last video, so yeah, do what you want. Once again, guys, stay focused, guys. Be safe. Definitely be safe out there, guys. Yeah. Drive safely out there, guys. Peace out.